Let's look at this mathematics question on the concept of alpha beta symmetrical functions of a quadratic equation. All right. The question here says if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 5x squared minus 3x minus 11 equal to 0, form equations with integral coefficients which have the roots I, alpha over beta, and beta over alpha, I, 1 over alpha squared, and 1 over beta squared. All right, so how do we solve this question? First things first, solution. The given quadratic equation here, all right, the quadratic equation I'm giving here is 5x squared minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. All right. Okay, so we have this. Now, with this, we want to get the value of A, B, and C. All right. From here, A is simply the coefficient of x squared, which is 5. B is the coefficient of x, which is minus 3. That's the coefficient of x minus 3. And C is your constant, which is minus 1. So I have this. All right. Now, having got this, they said alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. All right. So let's get sum of roots. Sum of roots, alpha plus beta. Call this sum of roots. Sum of roots, that's alpha plus beta. In our previous class, we said the sum of roots alpha plus beta is given as minus b all over a. And this is equal to, so alpha plus beta, it's equal to minus, the value of b is minus 3. So minus 3 minus b all over, the value of a is 5. Minus 3 gives you 3 over 5. So alpha plus beta is 3 over 5. Let's get product of roots. Product of roots. The product of roots is given by alpha beta, and we said this is equal to C over A. Please, these concepts have been explained in our previous class on quadratic equation. All right, I'll leave a link to our previous class on quadratic equation in the video description. Now let's proceed with this. So you see how we got this. All right, this has been explained in a previous class. These are literally constants. So A, alpha plus beta is always minus B over A. Then alpha beta is always C over A. All right. All right, so from here we can have that alpha beta is equal to C over A. C is minus 1. So minus 1 all over A is 5. So I have minus 1 over 5. All right, so with this, we've gotten our sum of roots as well as product of roots. Now, if you're asked to find, in this question, if you're asked to find, you have to form an equation, all right, with integral coefficient. Now, when it comes to forming quadratic equation, all right, quadratic equation takes the form, they take the form x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. So this is how we form a quadratic equation, right? So we can call this the form of a quadratic equation. All right, so it's x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots equal to 0. All right, so with that said, now if they said that we should form an equation which have the roots this and this. All right, let's start with the I part. If the roots are alpha over beta and beta over alpha, what will be the sum of roots? The sum of roots will be given by sum these two, alpha over beta plus beta over alpha. To sum these two things, the first thing you do is to take the LCM. Right? The LCM of beta and alpha, just simply multiply them. That becomes alpha times beta, or beta times alpha. That becomes alpha beta. Right? So that's the LCM. Now for numerator, simply do alpha times beta divided by beta. That's simply alpha times beta divided by this, divided by beta here. This cancels this. That gives you what there? Alpha. Use alpha to multiply numerator. Alpha times alpha gives you alpha squared plus, next up, this and this. Alpha beta, divide this by this, divide by alpha. This cancels this. I have beta. Use beta to multiply beta. Beta times beta gives you beta squared. So you have this. Okay. All right. So you have this. So sum of roots will give you this one here. Let's impute values. We already have a value for alpha beta. Alpha beta, as we had, is here. Look at the value here, minus 1 over 5. But then we do not have a value for alpha squared plus beta squared. All right. Alpha squared plus beta squared is a symmetrical function. And the function is that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. This is the representation of alpha plus beta squared. Okay. This is equal to this. And for a proof, let me prove this real quick. For a proof, let me prove this real quick, and then we can proceed. Let me prove that real quick. Look at this. If I have alpha plus beta all squared, this simply means alpha plus beta multiplying alpha plus beta. If this multiplies alpha times alpha, alpha squared plus alpha times beta, alpha beta plus beta times alpha is still alpha beta. All right, so plus alpha beta plus beta times beta, beta squared. With this, we can have that alpha plus beta all squared. This is equal to alpha squared, this plus alpha beta plus alpha beta. This is the same thing. So I'll add the numbers. 1 plus 1 gives you 2. So plus 2 alpha beta plus beta squared. You have this. All right. If I move this one here over here, it becomes alpha plus beta all squared. This is plus. It becomes minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared. So you now see why we say alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. So that's the concept. So that's how we get this, okay? All right, let's proceed with our solving. All right, so proceed with this. We'll have that this man here, alpha plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared. This value here is 3 over 5. This is 3 over 5. As we've done here already, they said squared. So I have this as squared minus, this is 2 into alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 5. So you have this. So multiplying through, this is equal to 3 squared is 9 all over 5 squared is 25. Minus times minus is plus. 2 times 1 is 2 all over 5. All right, so minus 2 times minus 1 plus 2 over 5. Let's get this. So for this one here, okay, still working on this. Let's simplify this. So we'll have that alpha squared plus beta squared, alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to, what do I have there? The LCM of 25 and 5 is 25. 25 divided by 25 gives you 1. 1 times 9 gives you 9. So I have 9 plus 25 divided by 5 gives you 5. 5 times 2 gives you 10. So I have this as 10. When you sum this, 9 plus 10 gives you 19 over 25. So that's the value of alpha squared plus beta squared, 19 over 25. All right, so we did sum of roots. We said for the first one, I there, if the roots are alpha over beta and beta over alpha, then the sum of roots, when we sum the roots, we said the sum of roots is equal to alpha plus beta squared. I think I should add it here. Let's add it here, that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to 19 over 25. Okay. All right. So it's equal to, the sum of roots is equal to this. This is 19 over 25. So sum of roots which is alpha over beta plus beta over alpha, is equal to 19 over 25. This is numerator, that's this value here, all over denominator alpha beta is minus 1 over 5. This all over minus 1 over 5. So we have this. Let's simplify this. Simplifying this is equal to 19 over 25 divided by minus 1 over 5. It's the same thing, all right? Divided by minus 1 over 5. That's equal to 19 over 25 times, change it to times, invert it. That becomes 5 all over minus 1. You could still keep the minus up here, see the same thing. This is equal to, this minus will go up there, that's negative. 5 here, 1, 5 here, 5. That becomes negative 19 over 5, negative 19 over 5. So what I have here is the sum of roots. I've gotten sum of roots. Let's get product of roots. So I'll leave this pending here. Let's get product of roots. For product of roots, we'll have that. I'll keep this one here. This is for reference. Product of roots. Product of roots. That's the roots. For this case, they use alpha over beta times beta over alpha. Right? This is what they give to us, this and this. So let's multiply them. If you multiply this, alpha times beta is alpha beta all over beta times alpha is alpha beta. Looking at this, you can see that they're the same thing. So they will cancel out to give you what there? 1. So therefore, the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha over beta and beta over alpha is, I said is what there? See the form here is x squared. That is x squared minus sum of roots x. We got the sum of root as this. So minus 19 over 5 sum of root x plus product of roots. We got the product there as 1. So plus, can see it here, product of roots is equal to 0. So equate this to 0. This is equal to 0. So let's solve this. To solve this, this becomes x squared minus plus 19 over 5 x plus 1 is equal to 0. So here's my answer. But whenever you have a denominator, what you do is to multiply through by denominator. So multiply through by, denominator here is 5. So it becomes 5 times this, 5 times x squared plus 5 times this, 5 times 19 over 5x plus 5 times this, 5 times 1 plus 5 times this, 5 times 0. Okay? When we do that, 5 times x squared gives you 5x squared plus, from here, this will cancel this. 19 times x gives you 19x. Then plus, well, this is equal to 0, please. This is equal to 0, please. So it's equal to 5 times 0, okay? Yes, please. Equal to 5 times 0. So 5 times 1 gives you 5. Is equal to what? 0. All right, so what you have here is the required equation. All right, so this is for I. Let's look at II. All right, so let's look at the part 2 there. The part 2 says 1 over alpha squared and 1 over beta squared. All right, so how do we solve this? First things first, as usual, because for us to form an equation with these roots, we need x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots equal to 0. With these two, if these two are the roots, let's get sum of roots. So sum of roots, the sum of roots is given by sum these two. If these are the roots, that becomes 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared. If I sum these two, my first task would be to take the LCM. The LCM of these two becomes, just multiply them. Multiply this and this. That becomes